teams collide, but only one will survive. It's the destination vacation season of Arena! Welcome to Arena, the show that turns multiplayer games into competitive sport. I'm Lee Rehrman, and today you're lucky enough to join us on the road to this year's Tournament of Champions, where our teams will compete for an all-expenses-paid week of fun in the sun. Now, Team Vulgar's fifth victory last time means we've got two new squads. Team Sick and Team Jumping is Useless, and they are hoping to start down their own road to that Hall of Champions. But first, they'll have to prove their mettle in DDR Max 2 Dance Dance Revolution, SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs, and Unreal Tournament 2004. Now, we're going to meet the teams a little bit later, but let's just jump right into the action, and let's jump right over to the Kevin, who's sitting in the console pit, getting ready to dance. Kevin.
Right on, thank you, Lee. Now, hopefully our players put on their dancing shoes, because today we're getting things moving along with DDR Max 2 Dance Dance Revolution on the PlayStation 2. Each player will get a chance to boogie on the dance pad, and the highest score wins the round. But enough talking, let's get to dancing.
And round one of DDR Dance Dance Revolution underway for Team Sick. It's Spoon. For Team Jumping is Useless. It's Scopatone.
Scopatone?
I just call him like I see him, brother.
Well, apparently Rhythm is also useless for his team, because I think he's managed to hit a whole 2 arrows thus far. He's got a left flurry, that's right. Oh, he manages 4 left steps in a row. Someone get this kid a cookie and a helmet.
Very even right now. Hovering around the $250 million mark, I believe. Excuse me, the $4 million mark.
Team Sick pulling away. Let's see if he manages. Oh, he hits the left-right split. Manages the left hold. Can he follow it up with the right? Sure he can, Lee. This guy's a pro. Don't question him.
These guys are neck and neck, Kevin, both around 8 million points.
They were necking before the match, too.
And Scopatone pulls out a squeaker. 2. And round number 2 is underway here in DDR Dance Revolution. Again, it's Fluke for Sick and Gore for Jumping is Useless. And it's underway.
And both players pretty evenly matched right out of the gate. They are playing to a song that is a whole 40 beats per minute, so they've got to keep on their feet here.
Going back and forth, a little bit of a volley on points.
Oh, man, as if they didn't look lame enough, we have to put some purple and yellow sparkles on the lights for them. There we go. It's like the Enchantment of the Sea dance, Lee. Oh, and he's got to hold that down arrow for a long time. Glad he didn't pull a muscle there. Whew! These guys are soldiers, Lee.
And Fluke for Sick, soldiering his way to a slight lead.
Looks like Team Sick is running away with this one. Or should I say, dancing away with it? Oh, man!
Moonwalking away with this one.
Stage cleared, Lee. Stage cleared.
As Fluke pulls out a victory. 3. And round 3 is underway. Sergeant Hartman for Team Sick. Autrix for Team Jumping is Useless.
Watch out, Lee. The Mohawk lets you know he's hardcore about his Bimani.
And that's Autrix. He is a professional.
Oh, look at him go. It's like a straight-edge version of the Cirque du Soleil out there.
I don't think there's anything straight about this game.
Autrix is running away with this one. Let's see if he... Oh, he grabs the right hold. He follows it up with the left tap, and now the left-right meat curtain split. Oh, he nails it. Perfect. The song slows down. A dramatic pause there.
And Autrix is running away with this, or like you said, Kevin, he is...
dancing away with it.
That a boy.
Dancing away with it. And at this point, it looks like Jumping is Useless is finally going to take a DDR win. Autrix, clearly a ringer for his team, Lee. 4.
And round number 4 underway, Kevin. Sick Man for Team Sick. And Pirate for Team Jumping is Useless.
And I saw Pirate doing some Pilates earlier, warming himself up. We could see an amazing show here.
That was me doing Pilates, warming myself up.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Neck and neck.
The song pretty simple thus far, but it could pick up any moment, Lee. Players will be sweating like a pot roast fresh out of the microwave. And a 31, 32, 34. Man, the combo is racking up for Pirate. For Team Jumping is Useless. Didn't mean to jinx him there, but he was on a roll.
And Pirate for Team Jumping is Useless. Separating himself a little bit here on points.
But Team Sick not taking this one in stride, Lee. He's coming back. He's fighting. And Pirate is all about the combos. He's linking them up like crazy. Little north-south combo there. Not a problem for him as Pirate takes this one for his team.
And that's it. Pirate, for Team Jumping is Useless, takes round 4.
Well, I don't know if I'd call that dancing, but apparently Team Jumping is Useless is better at whatever the hell that was, and they win DDR Max 2 3-1 and take the console point. Now, is it just me, or is there something inherently wrong about a guy with a mohawk getting into a game like that? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to check in with Flo, who's standing by with Scopatone.
I don't think it's just you, Kevin, but I was really impressed with your dance move. Awesome job, man. You got the most points for your team. Where'd you learn all that?
I did. I actually learned about, half an hour ago. It was the first time I'd ever played it. Yeah, I was fearing that not having a mohawk might have thrown me off. I wouldn't be able to do it, but I think just like the faux hawk, I was fine.
Well, you did a great job, and you're going on to SOCOM 2 next. And how do you feel about shooters?
I love shooters. Much more confident with shooters. Yeah, so I should do much better there. And I don't know if I...
Well, let's certainly hope so.
That's what I'm saying. I hope I can be MVP at that, too. I don't know if I technically can, but...
Oh, well, we'll have to wait and see. But you know what? We checked out some of your teammates earlier. Let's look at them and their competitor, Sick.
The team name is Jumping is Useless. It's off the hit TV show Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and me and I say it. And we believe in it.
Eclectically, what unites us as a team is our individual hatred towards each other.
This is the ultimate LAN party.
Yeah.
This is the best that it ever gets.
LAN party film.
Televised at the same time. That's the best that ever gets.
All right, I know. So these guys aren't exactly winning the Miss Congeniality portion of the competition. This isn't a beauty pageant, and Lord knows I'm no beauty contest winner either. Anyway, Jumping is Useless proved their own name wrong with a somewhat subdued victory on the dance pad, and we come back. Our teams will grab their guns and head to battle in SOCOM 2, U.S. Navy SEALs, and later they'll suit up for Unreal Tournament 2004. And that's all coming up as we move closer to Destination Vacation right here on Arena.
One of my actual favorite Portal memories is Gruder getting kicked out of Star Wars. We started to use that character in that game Star Wars Galaxies, and when the LucasArts people saw it, they kind of flipped out and was like, what is this redneck doing in our precious sacred universe?
You're plugged into G4 Rewind.
Welcome back, everyone, to Arena. Now, before the break, Team Jumping is Useless dominated the dance pad and snagged the console point in DDR Max 2. But hey, rhythm is overrated. And they'll have to prove they've got sharp shooting skills in our next 2 games. So let's go to Kevin in the PS2 Control Center to get things started and locked and loaded. Kevin.
All right, thanks, Lee. Now, our second game is SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs, presented by the U.S. Navy. Now, this is a squad-based shooter that puts our teams right in the middle of a deadly military conflict. A coin flip before the show determined that Team Sick will be the SEALs and Jumping is Useless will be the opposing force. Now, the mode for today's game is Suppression, which in non-military terms means Team Deathmatch. Now, our squads will play 3 5-minute rounds, and the team with the most kills wins each round. Today's map is Frostfire, an oil rig stationed in the middle of an ocean. So let's see what happens in SOCOM 2.
And round 1 is underway. SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs. Kevin, Team Sick is playing as the SEALs with Team Jumping is Useless as the opposition.
Taking some fire, though, Scopatone runs into 3 members of Team Sick. Manages to take down Spoon, though. Scopatone unloading on another member. It looks like Sick Man, and unfortunately, he had the upper hand there. Scopatone was damaged before he even got into that fight. Pirates got a -2 score, helping out his team. Great job, buddy. And Gore takes down Spoon with a 5-5-2. It's either an area code or the name of a weapon.
I'm getting the hang of this now.
And Ultrix goes down in some confined quarters there inside in the warehouse.
Though I hate to admit it, that was a... Shut up.
And in the last few seconds, we see a flurry of action. Scopatone takes down Sergeant Hartman. Fluke gets taken out by Otrix, and that's going to do it, Lee.
I got a Fluke.
It's a close one, but Team Sick takes round 1 of SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs.
Good game, Team Sick. It was all right. Good game, Morrison.
And round 2 in SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs underway. Kevin, round 1 was all Sick. Down goes Scopatone.
Fluke makes short order of him as the teams, looks like they separate. No one's really sticking together, Lee. They should employ the use of the buddy system. They'll probably survive. Pirate and teammate round the corner. Gore, Frag, Spoon, and Sick Man. And now there's, and both of them get mowed down. Fluke takes down Pirate and Sergeant Hartman. He's on a killing spree, 7 kills, 2 deaths. Fluke is the man to watch during SOCOM. And Gore in a frantic firefight trying to use burst fire to help him in the accuracy department, and it seemed to work out as he takes down Sergeant Hartman. Not a lot of communication, just a lot of grunting and groaning. And Pirate runs right into a room, runs into a member of
Sick Man and Pirate.
They're exchanging fire at close range, and Pirate comes out on top, taking down Sick Man. The teams have long since forgotten they actually have ranged weapons, Lee. And Fluke takes one to the dome and gets knocked out right away. Excellent headshot by Otrix.
You have to bleep out a lot on this show.
And that's going to do it for round 2, Lee.
And the opposition, jumping is useless, takes round 2 after the SEALs. Team Sick took round 1. It's all even after 2 rounds, Kevin.
3.
And round 3 underway. Kevin, we're all balloon knotted up at 1 each. I sense much more dainty movements.
You're absolutely right, Lee. Look at the approach that Fluke is taking, trying to keep his back to the walls at all times until he spots an enemy. Then he pops out, just as we saw right there, taking down Gore. 2 kills for Fluke.
Nice job, Fluke.
Sergeant Hartman crouches down for better accuracy and takes out Otrix and Pirate. Sergeant Hartman and Spoon moving together. Spoon spots a member of the opposition, sneaks up on him, unloads, misses, pauses to reload. That could cost him, but it looks like the person, Scopatone finally knows he's there, spins around, and with a well-placed shot, takes down Spoon. And Spoon, along with another member of Team Sick, are in a small room exchanging fire, but Pirate takes down Sergeant Hartman. Fluke makes his way in the room, and he takes down Pirate. A little bit of vengeance there. My lord, Lee, Fluke is running away with this. 11 kills and only 1 death in round 3 of SOCOM 2. 20 points alone for Fluke. Pirate takes down Fluke late in the round. Let's see if that'll help them in the totals.
Nice job. That was a nice frag.
So jumping is useless as the opposition squeaks out a 34-30 victory on points over Sick as the SEALs. Jumping is useless wins SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEAls. How'd you do that round? Pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I didn't kill anyone. Anyone? I got frag grenades.
So for the first time in a long while, we had 2 evenly matched teams square off in SOCOM 2. Now several players racked up impressive scores, but in the end, Pirate of Jumping is Useless laid waste to the scurvy dogs of Team Sick and led his crew to the 2-1 victory. Now let's head over to Flo, who's swabbing the deck with Pirate.
Aye, matey, you're giving me goose pimples. This game is so exciting, I can't even believe it. You guys are so close. How do you feel about that?
Well, SOCOM was pretty close, I'll give them that much, but I think we pretty well stumped them in DDR.
Well, I don't know about that, but you're going to Unreal next, and what's your strategy going into that game?
Well, Unreal is my best game here, and I think we're going to win that one too.
You think? Where's the confidence? Come on! You're going to get him! What do you think about that, Lee?
This guy's got ice water in his veins, because I got goosebumps, too. That Jumping is Useless has proven to be a versatile squad, and it appears as if they studied at the Bob Fosse Military Academy with wins in both DDR Max 2 and SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs. We've got one more game to go, so while our teams prepare for Unreal Tournament 2004, why don't you head to our website at g4tv.com/arena. You can catch a glimpse of the Hall of Champions and sign up to get your team on the show. Our final game is coming up here on Arena.
You're plugged into G4 Rewind. Up next, Arena.
I have to say, Scott Rubin. I used to love that guy on G4TV.com. I don't know why. He was just a cool guy. He was so laid back and everything.
Welcome back, everyone, to Arena. Now, before the break, jumping is useless. Squeezed out a victory in SOCOM 2, U.S. Navy SEALs. And earlier in the show, they won the dance-off in DDR Max 2. But even though they've won the first 2 games, oh, people, it's a close match. So our final game, Unreal Tournament 2004, will determine who stays alive in the hunt for Destination Vacation. Let's go to Kevin, who's in the PC ring where things are getting warmed up. Kevin.
All right, thanks, Lee. Now, our third and final game today is Unreal Tournament 2004, the newest title in the popular first-person shooter franchise. But this isn't exactly a rehash of last year's version, as players will find unique weapons, distinctive maps, and a brand new element, vehicles. Now, the mode is Assault, where one team tries to meet assigned objectives while their opponent tries to stop them. Today's map is Convoy, a moving environment set on the back of huge, gigantic, futuristic big rigs. Let's see who will emerge victorious in Unreal Tournament 2004.
Round 1 underway for Unreal Tournament. Jumping is useless is the attacker, and the blue team, Sick, is the defender here in this first part of round 1.
All right, we're defending first, guys.
Okay, go.
Gore completed his mission.
And now Team Sick must defend the door. It might not sound like much of an objective, but that door is a very important door, Lee. And jumping is useless on their way to plant some explosives on that door. And it looks like Pirate did just that. Pirate, for Team Jumping and Useless, has planted the explosive.
And Scopatone completes the objective for the red team.
And Jumping is Useless has infiltrated the vessel, and now they've got to open the rear door, Lee. Pirate has completed the objective. Pirate has opened up the rear door.
Good job, Pirate.
And now they've got to open up those side doors, and that's exactly what Jumping is Useless is trying to do.
Somebody jump in the turret.
Scopatone completes the objective and opens up those side doors, and now his team, Jumping is Useless, will have to reach the Nexus missile trailer.
What's a Nexus? Is that the hair product?
And Pirate completed the objective. He has infiltrated the Nexus missile compound, and now he's on his way to retrieve the missiles. He's moments from them, and 2 members of Team Jumping is Useless are there, but they get mowed down. And Scopatone drawing some fire from 2 members of Team Sick as Gore tries to make his way in down the right side. He's got a clear shot. Gore and Scopatone moving in tandem. Gore unloads some flak on a teammate, though. It's a last-ditch effort, a final push for those missiles. Gore makes it. He's all alone. Gore and Pirate securing the missiles. As time ticks away unscathed, it looks like they're going to do it.
An assault in Convoy, the first round, was taken by Jumping is Useless, Kevin, on their way to winning this episode of Arena.
He's gonna hold him off that long now.
2. And round 2 underway. The first round taken by Jumping is Useless.
We're attacking.
Now Jumping is Useless is on defense, and Sick, the blue team, will be given the objective of capturing those missiles. And Spoon has completed his objective.
I didn't even see him, Lee. He must have snuck in under the radar. Spoon made it all the way in there unscathed.
All right, guys, come on.
And that boarding platform has been extended, and now it's time to plant those explosives, Lee. And Gore's hanging out by that door, trying to defend it with that rocket launcher. He gets stuck in a close quarters battle, takes a face full of flak and goes down, and now 2 members of Team Sick are there to plant the explosives. Sergeant Hartman plants them, and now that door will blow up. This objective has been completed in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and cue the fancy particle effect. Team Sick has opened the rear door.
We're beating their 10 now, so we're doing good.
And they're doing everything they can to open up those side doors. It looks like Spoon has completed that objective. All that's left is to reach the Nexus missile trailer, infiltrate it, and finally make it to those missiles and secure them. Team Jumping is Useless, opting for an up-front defense. They've got all members of their team up top and in front, trying to create a defensive line.
We got this. Come on, guys.
And now Pirates taking some link gun fire. Excellent strategy by Team Sick. They've got to take down that turret. Spoon ends the killing spree. Will he be able to infiltrate and grab the Nexus missiles? I don't think so, Lee. Time is up.
And Team Sick unable to accomplish all their objectives. Jumping is Useless takes the first and second round of Unreal Tournament 2004.
I love how you turn into a skeleton when they get you.
So the final score of Unreal Tournament 2004 may not look close, but it wasn't a blowout. Team Sick was on their way to completing their objectives as the attackers, but they ran out of time as Jumping is Useless set a blistering pace in the first round. And with that victory, Jumping is Useless earns 2 points, which along with their points for the first 2 games, and the total team score point, makes them our newest champions and the proud owners of SOCOM 2, a RetroCon controller, and a Nyko Airflow mouse. And on the strength of his marksmanship in the shooters, Pirate is today's MVP. Let's go to Flo, who's standing by with our new champion.
Yes, and I'm so excited to be here with Pirate. Come on down. MVP, tell me your strategy. What did you do? What weapons did you use to get the MVP?
I think our strategy was playing good defense. Every game we played, that's just how we won. In Unreal at the end, I think what came through at the end was I hopped in the chain gun and just mowed them down.
Mowed them down, oh yeah. So what do you have to say to your challengers for the next show?
Good luck.
Good luck. He's gonna kick their butts, I have a feeling. I can see it boiling inside of him. What about you there, Pet Boy?
I don't know, I'm just so hung up on the fact that the whole cast and crew is going to be calling you wench for a week. Now, while at a glance this match looked like it would come down to the scorecard, in reality, Jumping is Useless proved that they were anything but useless as they swept the match. With their first victory under their belt, they've moved one step closer to the Hall of Champions and the fun and the sun of Destination Vacation. We'll see if our new champs can add another notch to their belt when they square off against a new challenger on the next episode of Arena.